Okay, so I want to share with you a story that may or may not, let me just get out of my email, may or may not trigger you. It triggers me to tell the story. So I'm just giving you a little trigger warning here. And so we live in the desert and we haven't been here very long. We moved from the city, San Francisco. So we haven't been here very long. Anyway, there when the snakes went to hibernate, what I noted, I was like, was that there were a ton of rats on our property. I'm talking lots of rats, lots of holes, lots of rats. I would see rats just running around, and I was like, oh, there's bunnies and rats and birds everywhere. But it was fine, as long as they stayed away from the house. And then we heard them in the walls in the bathroom. So we ended up calling the pest control. Hold on, it's not like, I really, really, really researched this company. And I've asked them probably 100 times if the medicine that they use, I'm not going to use the word poison because it makes me want to throw up. The medicine that they use for the rats, will it hurt other animals? And they guaranteed 100% that medicine is only for the rats, and nothing else can be harmed. And I researched this online and really made sure that this was the case. Okay. And they have glowing reviews and everybody says that's the case. Now, I don't like that we had to do this. In fact, it was kind of traumatizing for me, to be completely honest. So any judgment you have on me right now, if you're judging me, then don't worry, I've already done it. I've taken care of the judgment. I've already judged myself. So any judgment you have on is like, I've already done it. So please do not send me an email. It will just hurt my feelings, because I've not hurt my feelings. It will hurt my heart, because I already have a really hard time with what was going on. I can't even do bug spray. But the rats were starting to get in the house. So please don't send me an email saying, well, it's really bad and it's out. Trust me, I know, I got it all. And this company, if you ever do need an exterminator, oh, I hate that word too. They're incredibly, if it's all organic, eco-friendly products. Now, cut to, I couldn't take it anymore. I found dead rats. It was awful. I hated it. We found the hole where they were getting into the house, and I called the company on last week and said, come pick up these bait boxes on Monday. I'm done. I can't do anymore. I think we're good. I'm telling you, this is my thought process. Animal stuff, it hurts my heart so bad, like so bad. Bugs, I can't kill a bug. It's awful. So this has been very hard for me. So but my husband's like, we've got to protect our house. So yesterday I had a session with my student, Deanne, who does Akashic record readings. She's amazing. If you ever need a Akashic record reading, let me know and reach out to me and I'll give you her information. Anyhow, I was out there, taking the dogs outside before then, and I see this rat. Now this rat was dying, and they usually go in a hole or go away. That's what they're supposed to do, and hide so they can hide in peace or die in peace. But no, this rat was right out in the open and went through the dying death process for like 2 hours right outside my office window. And it was really hard for me. And we brought the rat medicine into the reading. Like, what are the rats here to teach me? There's been other stories I'm not going to go into, but there is some wisdom coming through with the rat medicine. And it's been very hard. Like that hurt my soul. So cut to, I texted Deanne. Oh, what I found out was I took the dogs out back and I was like, why is it still happening? They were supposed to take the bait boxes, and I found one behind the garage that they forgot. So the company's coming back again today, and I plugged up the holes so the rats couldn't get in there anymore. So I can't do this anymore. But I was kind of annoyed with the company that they missed that. Anyway, so I texted Deanne and I said, okay, we found the bait box. I figured this out, why this is happening. And she said, and I was like, she knew how upset I was. And she texted me back, and this is what she said. This is the profound piece with all of that story I just gave you around what was so profound about this for me was, she said, well, maybe that rat, I was like, why did it die in front of me? It was supposed to go, it's supposed to do its thing and burrow. She said, well, maybe it died in front of you so that it could tell you that you still had a bait box there, so none of his other friends and family would die. And I was like, okay, I can deal with that. Like that brings in a perspective for me, because it did literally die in front of me. And I sending light, I put a blanket out there, I put a box, I was like, I did all the things, and I was praying and all of that. Yeah, it was, yeah, I did all that. And I was working with the land spirits, and the land spirits came and sat with it as well. But yeah, she said, well, maybe he's there to warn you that the bait boxes were there, because I wouldn't have known, right? Like I wouldn't have known. Such a blessing, and it was such a shift in perspective for me, because my mind and wanted to go to making this all bad, and I had done something wrong and everything is horrible, because I felt so guilty. So with that shift of perspective, I could put this guilt aside, I could put all of that aside, the judgment, and really honor this process, in that this rat, I absolutely believe that was there to tell me that it's still there and that we need to kick the boxes away. Now, this is what I'm taking away from this, that everything is perspective, right? Like everything is perspective. How we look at things, how we react to things, how we be with things. And I have a perspective when it comes to animals, that my mind, like the horses down the street, are they being taken care of? Is everything okay? Like my mind goes into trauma, like projecting trauma all over them. So perspective, perspective, perspective. So is there something that you're going on in your life and you're having a hard time with it, or you're judging yourself? Maybe bring in another perspective and see how that feels, to bring it through another lens and say, and what that also did for me, that Deanne said, is that this idea that everything is happening for us. You've heard people say that it's happening for you. That supported as well, was that act was happening for the rats. That act was happening for me. And then I got this other download that the rat population, people have been posting about it in the Facebook group for the town, that it's been like an epic year of rats. And like people don't know what to do, and they're chewing through the wire in people's cars, and they're causing a lot of destruction. And people just don't know what to do. But it is the year of the rat. And yeah, like what are you gonna, I totally lost my train of thought, but what's the perspective? How are you gonna shift it if something is off for you? And it's, for me too, it's like going through that lens all the time of like, if I see an animal, like they're gotta be suffering. That's me. That's my stuff. That's my projections. So let's work on shifting our perspective, and that's going to help us so much going into 2020. I mean, 2023 and 2020. If it taught us anything, is that I could be standing next to some person right here, and we could be having two completely different experiences. We've been very split in this decade of the 20s. So this person could think this way about the world, and I could be seeing it in a completely different way. And we're like having completely different realities. So that's what I would love to leave with you. And I also want to say one more quick thing, a public service announcement. So last night I fell asleep with the phone near me, and I got attacked in my dreams all night. That was my experience. That was my perspective. I actually screamed out in my dreams because there were dark things in the dream. And I was like, oh my gosh, what was that about? Like, what's happening? And then my guides showed me I was too close to the phone. I was too close to the phone while I was sleeping. Now, this is a public service announcement. I am not judging you. I am not telling you not to sleep with your phone. I'm kind of telling you not to sleep with your phone. I'm telling myself that too, that public service announcement. Try not to sleep with your phone next to your head. My husband and I usually put it in the kitchen. Our phone's in the kitchen. And last night I didn't. So it's far, far away from where we sleep. And I had these like dreams all night of being psychically attacked. So the phone, you can turn it off. Do with it this information with whatever you want with this information. But my daughter, everyone, everything goes away at night. And last night I didn't. And this is what happened. take it or leave it, but I would highly recommend not sleeping next to your phone. Okay, now one more quick thing. On the 17th of January, I have a live show. I call it a show. So it's an interview show where we're gonna be having, I'm gonna have 3 women on there. Four, and we're gonna be talking about how to master the art of connection. Now, this is going to be incredibly powerful. 2023 is going to be vital in how we connect with people and how we connect with ourselves. We are absolutely losing connection with people. We're seeing it all the time. The phones is one big way that we've lost connection. So we're going to be talking about ways to how to connect with relationships, money, business, if you have a dream in business, or you're actually a working professional, and spirituality ourselves. So join us. It's a free event. I'll leave the link in the PS, and I would love to have you there. And if you can't make it live, then sign up and we'll send you the replay, and you'll get to meet 4 other amazing women doing amazing work in the world. So join us, and I'll see you at it's called Master the Art of Connection. All right, I will see you there. Thanks for listening. My name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.